welcome to my channel. Today I'm so excited. We're making chocolate puff. But first, let me take you back to the very beginning of how we made this wonderful dessert. So first off, we're going to start with some all-purpose flour. This puff is one of the easiest snacks, Nigerian snacks you can make. It's really simple and easy to make. Anybody can make it. So we've put in about 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now we're putting half a cup of sugar, granulated sugar. We're also going to make a well, because I like to put my instant dry yeast in the middle of the flour and sugar. So I have about 2 tablespoons of instant dry yeast. I'm going to be 2 teaspoons of instant dry yeast. I'm going to be adding about half teaspoon of cinnamon. You can use nutmeg, but I don't know why. I just like the flavor of cinnamon. We're going to be adding a bit of salt. You know, salt is always great for making food tasty. It brings out the flavor. So we have half tablespoon of salt. Then we're going to add lukewarm water, not hot water, lukewarm water or tepid water. You add it gradually. Now get ready. It's going to be a little bit messy because I'm going to use my hand. You can use a spatula, a wooden spoon, but I like using my hand so I can feel the texture of the batter. So we're going to add more water, and we're going to mix the batter until we get a stretchy feel. So you just keep mixing until you get a stretchy feel. This puff recipe is so simple, like anybody can make it, and it's always fun to be able to make something like this on a weekend or when you have some friends over. So it's important that after getting that stretchy feel, for me, I cover it with a cling film. You can cover it with a kitchen towel. After doing this, I keep it in a warm environment for 45 minutes. Sometimes I leave it for up to an hour, depending on maybe I have other things to do. So I just leave it for a while, for up to an hour, and then I get back to it. So now let's go to the star of this recipe: chocolate. Melted chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate? I'm a sweet tooth and I love chocolate. So this is dark chocolate. About 160 grams of dark chocolate that's been melted, and I'm going to put it in a piping bag. These are some of the piping nozzles that I'll be using to introduce the chocolate into the puff when the puff is ready. You know, some people call it puff balls, puffs, whatever. So you fill the piping bag with the chocolate. Now our puff batter has risen, the yeast has puffed, and it has risen. So when I open it, you see the air pockets. Yes, and it has more of an elastic feel. You can see it. Now I'm also going to be teaching you how you can get round balls. So me, I like taking it from the side of the bowl, and then you squeeze. When you squeeze out like that, you get a round bowl, and then you put it into your hot oil. Make sure your oil is hot before frying. If not, your puff will soak the oil instead of frying. So you can see I'm repeating the same thing. So don't worry, the first set I put, some of them were looking awkward, but you know, as I kept making the balls, they came out rounder and rounder. Now you have to be very careful. You turn it to the other side, so it's not like one side is really cooked and the other side is not cooked at all. You can see how round the puff has come out, so it's very important. Yes, this is looking lovely. Yes, I love this. So now this is the final look of the puff. It's so nice and soft. It looks like the regular street puff that they sell in Lagos. So I'm showing you what it looks like inside. It's really soft and yummy, especially when you eat it when it is hot. Those who have coolers in their mouths, congratulations. So now I've made a bit of hole in the puff because I want to introduce the chocolate filling into the puff bun. So you can see as I press, you can see the chocolate filling the puff. So I filled several balls, and afterwards I'll be showing you what it looks like inside after you have filled it. This is a really delicious recipe. If you have party, if you have friends over and you want to impress them, look at that. Look at that chocolate. It looks like an eclair. Let's call this a puff eclair. I can see fireworks in my head as I look at it. Let me open another puff bun for you. Wow, look at that chocolate. This is really nice. You really need to try it. It's delicious. It's really delicious and it's easy to make. You can make this on a weekend if you have a party and you want to surprise people. It's a really great dessert. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you share this video and please try this recipe this weekend. You won't regret it. Thank you for watching. Bye.